Hey everyone, Dr. Bollerman here, and it's been a while, but got a few questions lately about oral massage. Obviously, I'm retired, so not really official anymore, but if you're interested in jaw issues and jaw health and kind of self care for the jaw, so especially with the new research about tinnitus causing dementia, degradation of the nerve cells of the brain from the continuous ringing of the ears, and tinnitus being primarily often related to jaw problems and untreated jaw disorders. So just kind of wanted to give some kind of background as to why we're doing self-massage. Obviously, you want to make sure you've washed your hands recently. I just washed mine. So I'm going to be doing some self-massage and some self-care techniques that I think are really helpful for the jaw and for helping to release tinnitus. But, obviously you're going to want to do your own self-care, comfort with putting your hands in your mouth, all that stuff, kind of up to you, right? So, because my hands are clean, we're going to start on the in the mouth massage, and then we're going to work our way out, just because that way I'm not like dirtying my hands and putting them in rather than kind of messy, whatever. Anyway, self-massage, right? We have to get used to our own juices. So, I think it's really important to start with doing some massage of the lips. To loosen the lips, soften the lips, move the lips around. So just kind of, I'm going to demonstrate, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. That one didn't show very well. Okay, so what we were doing there was we were just kind of stretching, softening the lips, right? And massaging the gums. So just kind of giving the gums a little bit of a self-massage, just kind of rubbing inside, outside of the gums, pulling the lips, kind of softening the cheeks a little bit. So then we can do this as well. Looks really attractive, right? Anyway, so what we're doing there is we're softening the buccinators. Those are those sucking muscles. We're also softening the masseurs, those are those clenching muscles, and the orbicularis oris, the muscle that kind of circles around your mouth, pulls it tight for that pulling push kind of feel. Why we want to soften all that is all of those muscles of our face are kind of pulling our jaw, kind of putting our teeth together, kind of moving us into this often posture of clenching, where we're just holding a lot of tension in our face, right? So really good to do. Now, getting a little more intimate, we're going to go under the tongue. So obviously you can see we're massaging the root of the tongue, so going way down to the bottom and pushing into the middle. And then we're pinching the tongue and giving it some massage to feel for any tense spots, kind of pulling it sideways, pulling it out a little bit just to kind of soften it. It's one of the strongest muscles. It is the strongest muscle in the body. The muscles go in all directions, so we kind of want to move it in all directions to loosen and soften and kind of feel for any kind of tight spots that might be kind of causing it to be tense. The tongue is incredibly related to the rest of the body. All the teeth are incredibly related to the rest of the body. There's some people who say we can treat the whole body from just treating the teeth. And the tongue, we can diagnose the whole body from the tongue in Chinese medicine, right? So really important and really critical to kind of keeping our mouth and our body healthy, but also to release some of that tension in the jaw, because if our tongue is tense, it's going to be pulling. It's a really strong muscle, so it's going to be pulling things tight. So we want to release that, right? So under the tongue, kind of coming under the chin. We're going to release the floor of the mouth, so that bottom under the tongue. We're going to release that by putting a little pressure and also kind of that outside stability. Okay, this one's probably going to be a little bit tricky to see. I'm going to do my best. But there are some little muscles that run from behind your top teeth down to your bottom teeth. So that little line, you're just going to grab it and pull out to the side, right? So that's pretty much our in the mouth. We are going to do a little bit of thumb sucking, which we were all told we weren't supposed to do when we were little kids, which is true. We don't want to suck our thumb too much. But what we're doing when we suck the thumb is we're moving the joint. So we're going to bring our awareness to the jaw joint, and we're going to try to open and close, open and close. We're just going to increase fluid movement, blood supply, just kind of loosen the joint. So you can see my jaw's moving forward, back. It's opening, closing, right? So we're moving the fluid. Or if you're into Qigong and martial internal arts, you're moving the energy, you're opening and closing that energy gate of the jaw joint. So if that's your stick, that's what you're doing there too, which is kind of cool. Okay, those are our in the mouth. We're going to come outside the mouth, and we're going to take our thumb, put it kind of in this little crevice that goes right along your jawline, under your ear. You're going to press into your own comfort level. Sometimes this is super tender for people. Like sometimes this is a really tender spot. So you're going to come in, press in, come under the corner, come under, and you're going to just keep working all the way along to both sides. Moving that muscle, right? Then we can move our fingers up here to our cheekbones, and we're going to kind of go in, under, and up, so that we're not causing damage, but we're just causing that release of the masseter as it holds on to the cheekbone, because it attaches right along here and right along here. So we're going to just kind of release that masseter muscle, right? And then here we're doing kind of those littler, tinier muscles, right? And up again on the base of the tongue. So just make sure you don't strangle yourself, right? One at a time. Don't want to shorten your airway space. Don't want to compromise that. Okay. So yeah, totally doing that. And then kind of opening your sinuses. So grabbing your cheekbones and kind of opening your sinuses. bringing all of that back. And you can actually grab the little bone behind your ear and kind of pull it forward and push it back. So I'm going to show that a little better if I can. So you're going to grab a hold of it here and here. You're going to pull those fingers together. Then you're going to push on the front of it and push on this part and push those bones apart. So both sides pulling together, pushing apart, because when we move the bones of the head, they're all moving, they're all pulsing, they're all creating this flow of fluid in your brain. We want to make sure that if we move them one direction, if we close them one direction, we want to open them the other way. Again, kind of that opening, closing of the energy gates if we're talking about joints in Qigong, but also just cerebrospinal fluid, which is important for, again, prevention of dementia. So hopefully this video has been helpful, and hopefully you've got some good tips out of it, and best of luck with your self-care and self-massage. Talk to you soon. Bye.